What's going on, everybody? Noble here with you guys today. Today is Monday, which means we are continuing the interview that me and Simon Russell did. In this week's part, we talk about the struggles that you have with starting your own channel or live stream, as well as with life in general, and how being adaptable can really help you out with whatever it is that you want to do. So without much further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump back into the interview. If you guys like or can relate to anything in this part of the interview, please let me know in the comments down below, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
But speaking of which, let's get into that like a bit more. Like the types of videos in your upload schedule, it's a lot of, well, I'll let you explain it. Like, what are all the different types of videos that you've done in like the past year? Like, just the different variants of them.
Oh my god, it's so disorganized right now.
Well, I'm not asking you to like organize them. I'm just like listing off like the different types of videos that you have done, because there are so many different. Like, they're all within the same subsets,
Right.
but there are so many different types of those.
And see, I think that that's the thing that's like important for people to pick up on, because especially in my genre, like, there are gamers and then there are people that play games. A lot of us can be considered gamers, but so many people just play games, and they ask the question like, why isn't anybody watching my channel? Well, it's because anybody can just play games. Your dog could just play games and would probably get more views than you, unfortunately. But,
well, there's a dog.
right. Like, there's a dog and he's playing games. What?
Brilliant.
So the thing that I try to do is you have to find a way to get more attention than just playing games and just being on the mic or on camera. I have, of course, put out some gameplay. I actually do that as well. But what I try to do is put out more informational videos based on the games that I'm playing on. So we've got some gameplay videos, we've got information on those games. I try to do reviews and highlights for games that have either come out or are fixing to come out. Of course, we've got the tutorials, like I said, and I try to do live streaming, but that's where it really gets complicated, because again, I don't have a whole lot of time. So if I'm live streaming in my free time, then I'm not recording and trying to make a more polished product, because I'm using that time to try to stream. So it's really hard right now, and I'm trying to find what the perfect new balance is, because I just got my entire schedule changed this past week.
Work schedule or like upload schedule?
The work schedule completely screwed up my upload schedule. So so I'm trying to figure out here within the next week or so what my new upload schedule is going to be, because I was putting out like a video on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I was doing live streams Thursdays and Fridays. And now with my new job schedule, that totally shifted everything. So I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I know I'm going to be putting out content, but I don't know what kind of structure it's going to have yet. And that's something that we have to adapt to as creators. Life changes in a heartbeat, and it sucks sometimes, and sometimes it's a really good thing. But in my case, it was just like, hey, we have a lot more work here at this job, so we're gonna need you here a lot more often. And that completely changes the dynamic that I had between my job and my channel. So now my job is taking a higher priority because there's a lot more work. So my channel either has to take less of a priority, which I don't want, or it needs to change and adapt. And that's just something that I'm gonna have to figure out here in the next week, and that's what people need to do in order to continue to grow whatever it is that they're working on, whether it's a gaming channel, blogs, beauty guru, or whatever it is that anybody is working on. You just have to be able to adapt.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and I definitely think that you're one of the more adaptable people that I've interacted with over the years, especially considering the fact, like you said earlier, that, you know, you were basically homeless for a time, and then there was, you know, I don't know if you've put it up on the internet or not, or if you want me to cut this part out, but like with you know, your partner going through like an operation and stuff, and
oh, that's online already. Yeah, like, I'm very open, and I think that's what, or I hope that's what people enjoy about me. I'm an open book. Like, I don't try to be a character or anything like that. So whenever we are struggling and stuff like that, I've put that out on the internet. And yeah, so like her whole operation thing, for those of you that don't know, my wife almost died if she didn't have an operation. So we had to sell our house to pay for that operation. Her operation was like $85,000 or something like that. So yeah, like we lost everything, but she had the operation and she's healthy now, so which is great. And
that's wonderful, yeah.
Right. And so it sucks because like we lost everything and we were homeless for a time, and we just this month actually we just finished paying off our couch. We have a brand new apartment and we have a bedroom set, we have a couch, we have a dining room set. So like we're back at zero, which is a really weird thing to try to tell people, but it makes me so happy that we had everything that we wanted in the world and extra on top of that, and then we lost everything. Like we had nothing. And over the past 4 years, unfortunately, which is how long it took us to get back to where we are now, it took us 4 years to dig our way out of a hole and get back to zero. And we are at zero right now, and I could not be happier because I've got my wife, she's healthy, we have some furniture in our apartment. I think in 2 months we will have been in this apartment for 1 full year, and we just now finished getting some of the basic furniture for it. And so like people that complain kind of freak me out sometimes, because like we've had everything and then some, and again, like we've never cared about cash, so if we had any extra cash we would just hand it out. Like it's I don't know, it's not a big deal to us. So I don't know, we've had all that and we've lost everything, and people that just complain because they're not popular or because they're not getting their way. I'm like, dude, it could be so much worse, man.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's where we are right now, and I'm very, very happy to say that we have our furniture, the basic tools that I work with for this channel, and nothing else right now. But here in the next couple of months, we'll start getting computer desks and chairs and collectibles and stuff like that again.
Well, like I said, you're a very adaptable man, and you know it's one of the things that I admire about you, because of the fact that, you know, you've been through so much crap and you've had to deal with so much crap, yet you're still here pumping out stuff, like stuff that you enjoy doing. And that's a very rare thing these days, because most people, it beats them into the ground to oblivion, but you just keep on trucking.
And I don't even know what it is about me aside from like my partner. Like I have no idea why my wife supports this and stuff. Like I'm not making a whole lot of money. Like I make and I know you're not supposed to talk about it, blah blah blah, but again, I'm very I'm very honest with people. I only make couple $100s on the YouTube side of things, but it's something that I would really like to work towards as a full-time thing. I've been doing this for so long and it's still so far away that I'm just now starting to make like some money to try to pay for tools and stuff like that. But like the adaptability just comes because like this is what I'm passionate about, this is what I really want to do. And even if it never becomes a full-time thing, I'm going to continue doing this for the rest of my life, because this is what I am 100% absolutely passionate about.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, like, you are, like, so much ahead than everyone else in terms of, you know, adaptability, as well as you've already made money off of this.
Right.
You know, and the thing about making money is once you know how to make a single dollar, you know how to make $1 million. You know, it's not that far of a stretch. It's because you know the basic principle of making a single dollar. That's all you need to know, and you've already done that. So, you know, it's just a matter of continuously going forward. You know what I mean?
Right.
And adaptability serves you in all forms of life, you know?
No, I 100% agree with that. And I don't know, I think it's a thing that people just have to do out of necessity sometimes. And and if you can overcome that, because there's a lot of people that will give up, and I 100% understand where that comes from. Like whenever we were going through that homeless phase, and whenever my wife had her operation, like, I don't know, there could have been plenty of times when I was just like, okay, I'm not gonna do this anymore, I'm just gonna get a job like everyone else, I'm gonna roll over and just do this for the rest of my life, and I'm just gonna work at this job, and I'm just gonna clock in and clock out, and that's gonna be the end of it. But like, I feel like if you have that drive or that ambition to not only do better, but whenever you do better, to do better than that, and just continually keep going after that, I feel like anybody can be successful. And the great thing about today is that we have the internet. We have everything that we need at our fingertips to do whatever it is that we want. Again, there's some weird things out there, but if you're passionate about it, there's an audience for you out there, and you can turn that into a business, or you can turn that into something that helps you get more successful in whatever it is you want to move forward to next. And there's just so many people that are like, well, it didn't work this time, so it's obviously never going to work, so I'm just going to stop trying. And that's not what I tried to do on my channel. I tried to obviously grow my own stuff, because that's what I'm working on, but I also just want to encourage everyone else to find what it is that you're passionate about and just do it. And it's going to fail. Like I'm almost 99% sure that this channel, at least in its current form, is not going to get me to the success that I want to be at. But again, the adaptability, the fact that I want to keep pushing towards it and stuff, you can still do it. And many people are going to fail, and you're going to fail time and time again. But each one of those failures teaches you what you need to either change or what to not do in order to do better the next time. And that's just something that you need to keep pushing towards.
Yeah, no, like, failure on its own is a bad thing, but learning from your failure, that's success.
Yeah, definitely.